morning, everybody, and welcome to this live session. Today, we are talking about all things Care Sector's Got Talent. We have the fantastic Nye and Tracy with us today to join in the conversation. But firstly, I just wanted to say NAPA have launched their year of musical expression this year in January at our conference and awards. And you can download the toolkit, which is the link will be in the chat for you. We've had some great responses and some great performances already for NAPA's Year of Musical Expression. We've had lots of photographs and stuff coming in. You lot telling us what you've been doing, sharing your great practice with us as well. We had New Direction join us, who were part of Care Sector's Got Talent last year at our conference, which was a great way to sort of start the conference afternoon. The wonderful, talented Molly joined us as well for our evening and gave a great performance as part of our awards ceremony. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce Tracy and Nye to the stage. There we go. Welcome.
Morning, everyone.
Morning. How are we?
Very good on a Friday morning.
Friday morning, sun shining. So, first of all, Nye, give us a bit of a background on what is Care Sector's Got Talent and what's it all about?
Care Sector's Got Talent is I'm not biased at all, but as the chair of Care Sector's Got Talent, is the biggest talent show within the care sector. We are part of Championing Social Care, of course, and this is an event where we celebrate everything that is great and good about the people that live and work in social care. It's a special year this year, so we are on our 5th year of Care Sector's Got Talent. It's a bit of an anniversary for us as we go into our 5th year, and Care Sector's Got Talent runs once a year, a talent contest for everyone and anyone to enter that works and lives in social care, whether that's residents or service users or team members or people from the professional sector. There really are no boundaries as to who can apply for Care Sector's Got Talent. We invite those invitations to compete, and then those entries are whittled down, and then we, of course, that culminates in our live final every year, which this year is on the 2nd of April, and has been held at the Birmingham Rep Theatre in Birmingham.
Wow,
so
that's a great venue.
Yes. And,
okay.
Sorry, Mike.
Brilliant. So how can people get involved with the final then, Nye?
So as I mentioned, the entrants are now all in, so entrants are now closed. So really the way to get involved now is to join us on the day, on the 2nd of April. There are 2 ways that people can do that. There are tickets available. They are free tickets. It's an absolutely amazing day out. It's an amazing show. It really is a concert for those that have been there on previous years in person. So people can come to Birmingham on the 2nd of April at 2 p.m. We can share the link with you for tickets. The tickets are free for this amazing event. So do come along if you're near to Birmingham or in the area. We invite people that live and work in social care to come along. There are all sorts of provisions around accessibility, so just get in touch if you need any help with that. But also for people that can't get to Birmingham, this is an event for everyone across the UK, and we've been amazed over the years with the amount of people. We have hundreds and hundreds of people in care homes and care services across the UK join us online. So we live stream the final via YouTube Live. And we invite people to have parties and hold events and all sorts of activities with people that live and work in social care on the day to celebrate with us. And that's a massive part of the day. So really banging the drum to say, please, don't miss out on this fantastic event and get involved in whichever way you can.
Brilliant. And we've got a link, which we're going to pop into the comments later with the activity pack that people can use to help them to celebrate as well. Care Sector's Got Talent. There we go. There's the activity pack cover. So that'll be there for people to download for free as well. They can get that via the link. Tracy, sort of what's the process of getting to the finalists, and how do you work out sort of, how do you manage to sort of pull them down to sort of like the finalists themselves?
So yeah, this year we took a slightly different approach to shortlisting. So we wanted to give care homes the opportunity to be involved and share their thoughts on who should make the final. We're currently down to the last 12, and with the input from residents, we'll narrow it down to the final 8. For the past 2 years, we had Robert, who was a previous contestant. He was a finalist in Care Sector 2023. He's part of the selection process this year, and he'll have the final say in finalists. So it's really good that this year we're trying to involve, care groups, and we want their thoughts on who they would like to see at the final this year.
Brilliant. And what kind of talent has been shining through for this year's entries, Tracy?
Yeah, we had an incredibly variety of different auditions this year. So we we had a wide range of talents, from poets, comedians, from actors, and of course we had singers and dancers. And yeah, the level of creativity and passion has been really inspiring when I've been watching the audition tape. So yeah, I'm really excited to see who's going to make the final 8 this year.
Exciting. And now, when do we think the finalists are going to be announced? Is it going to be soon?
Very soon. We're hoping that next week we'll start to get names and details of finalists out. It's a really busy time, of course, because we let the finalists know in person. We will go and visit the finalists, take a camera crew with us, and announce to them that they are through to the final. So yeah, really busy time.
Great stuff. Great. So, people that have been on Care Sector's Got Talent, why should people get involved, sort of for next year? Why should they audition next year as well? What do people sort of get out of being on Care Sector's Got Talent?
Firstly, I'm just going to say, I'm hoping you can hear me okay. I can see my internet is spooling a little bit, so apologies in advance if any problems. For me, Care Sector's Got Talent, it is, of course, that final is important, and I've talked about that. It's a lovely day. It's such a special day where we come together to celebrate everything that's great and good about social care. But Care Sector's Got Talent is about much more than just that one day of celebration. It really is. One of our objectives is about the legacy and the legacy of Care Sector's Got Talent. And Mike, you mentioned it in your introduction, things like your conference at Napa, being able to have and showcase people like New Directions, who you can see on the screen there, and the wonderful Molly as the winner, and the opportunities that arise from that, celebrating our people within social care. So much of our conversation is around our people and the amazing people that work in social care, and to literally give them the stage to shine like this is absolutely incredible. So, the amount of invitations that people get off the back of Care Sector's Got Talent to go to conferences, to events, to trade shows, to award ceremonies, it really is a busy time for the finalists and indeed the winner of Care Sector's Got Talent, and that can't be a bad thing in terms of raising the profile of care workers and the amazing work that they do day in, day out. And of course, there's many spin-offs to that. We've had people tell us that off the back of doing Care Sector's Got Talent, their confidence has increased, that they've gone on to do different jobs, that they've gone on to do different activities, etc., etc. So there really is, it sounds a bit cliche, but there really is no end to the benefits of Care Sector's Got Talent. And it's kind of like, you can tell that we're passionate about it, right? Because we organize it. But Care Sector's Got Talent is just this really safe space. It's this really lovely bubble. And backstage at the event, you'll know, Mike, because you've been there, the support for one another. It's a competition, of course it is. There are winners, there is a winner. But the support for one another backstage and the energy from the audience and the will to do well and to celebrate each other, it really is special. And you kind of need to bottle it, you need to experience it. And so all of that loveliness, what I would say is, why not? Why wouldn't you want to be part of something so special? So I would encourage anyone that is thinking about it to do it. If you're curious, come along this year and have a little look, suss us out, have a look online, watch the show this year. But definitely for next year, do get involved because it's such an amazing event.
So now, a question for both of you, really. Care Sector's Got Talent in its 5th year, you say, so it's a bit of an anniversary for you. What makes it different this year? How does it stand out from other years?
I think that we've thought long and hard about that. It's a tough one because what we want to do is keep Care Sector's Got Talent at its heart. It's good, right? It works. So we we thought about what changes can we make, etc. And I think the biggest thing this year is about taking and involving residents more in that selection process, and having them as part of that was a big thing for us, because whilst we can have our thoughts and opinions on talent, actually we've always said that Care Sector's Got Talent is about the people who live and work in social care. So why not have them as part of that process? So that was a big change for us.
Yeah, I would agree with that too. I feel like this event is about being inclusive and everyone having a voice and a say in every part of the step. So yeah, I feel like that is what makes this year stand out and what makes it different from last year's.
And the other thing I would add, Mike, is that we are, again, there's work to be done. It's a work in progress, but encouraging entrants from all across the care sector. So, the care sector is a huge platform, which involves care homes, domiciliary care, home care, and Care Sector's Got Talent is meant to be a celebration of the entire care sector. So, and again, it would be lovely to see representation on the day at the final, both online and at Birmingham, from people that work and run care homes, people that work in domiciliary care, home care. Please do all come along, because this is a real celebration for the entire sector.
Brilliant. So you touched on being in Birmingham. So why Birmingham, and why the venue that you've chosen? Tell us a little bit more about that venue.
Why not Birmingham? We consider really carefully about the venue, and at the heart of what we want to do is provide the finalists with an amazing experience. I'll credit Angela Boxall. Angela was the chair of Care Sector's Got Talent for many years before I took over. And I remember Angela saying to me in one of our meetings, we have to provide the most amazing professional experience for the people who are through to the final, because these are people that have got day jobs, that are carers, that are activity coordinators, that are chefs, that are gardeners, that work in care services, and they're not used to being on the stage. And so we've always invested really heavily in the experience, in the lighting, in the sound, in the stage management, and the experience that people get on the day. So at the heart of what we look for is a professional theatre. We want this to be a really amazing experience for the entrants, but also for the audience, so that it feels like a proper show. And why shouldn't it be a real professional show? So the Birmingham Rep is an amazing facility right in the centre of Birmingham, really easy to get to, both by car and by train or other transport means. Has all the bells and whistles from a technical point of view. Great facilities for the audience. There's a bar there as well, which will be open before and after the show. So that was the main thing. The second thing I would say is, in terms of trying to make, Tracy mentioned accessibility, as a committee, we've talked about, and we feel really strongly about Care Sector's Got Talent being a travelling show. So, there are many events which perhaps are rooted in London or in other big cities, and they stay there, and then the audience or the participants have to travel to it. Whereas Care Sector's Got Talent has always been a touring sort of show, and we feel strongly about that, because we take the talent and take the opportunity to different parts of the UK. And of course, there are other parts of championing social care that it makes absolute sense for them to be in London, and that's fine. But for talent, we thought, and we still do think, that actually going around the UK is probably better. And we try, if we can, to be sort of in the middle. So we've had people coming from Scotland, we've had people coming from Wales, London, all parts of the UK, sort of converging on that middle bit of the map. So that can be a challenge, because we have to find somewhere new every year. So, but I think it's a positive challenge, and it keeps it fresh as well.
And Tracy, you did the reveal video, didn't you, for the venue?
Yeah, so I wanted to add what Tinai said as well. Yeah, I feel like Birmingham is the best venue, because best area to have talent, because it's right in the centre of the UK, and we have people who audition from Scotland, from London, from Kent, and I feel like Birmingham is right in the centre of the country and it's quite easy to get to. So yeah, I do agree that that's the best place to have talent this year. Yeah, when I went to do the venue reveal, yeah, I had so much fun. I really love the venue. It's going to be great, and like Nice said, it's in the centre of Birmingham. Great transport links, and yeah, it's just going to be a really fun day.
And it's the Rep Theatre, is it? Is that correct?
Yeah, the Rep Theatre.
Yeah, brilliant.
It's a really fancy building. You can't miss it. It's covered in gold and black sort of artwork. It's a pretty building right in the middle of Birmingham. Very
Okay,
nice.
brilliant. Can't wait. I will be coming along again this year, so I can't wait to be joining you. Tickets. We touched briefly on tickets earlier. So tickets are free, aren't they, for people to
They are.
attend? Brilliant. So tickets are free. As an activity provider myself, for 16 years, it's a great event that you can actually take your individuals and people that you care for too. I was there last year in Coventry, and there was lots and lots of people there with people that they cared for. And it's just a great day out for them. It's a great day out for people to actually, a couple of hours in the afternoon, sitting watching live talent, having a drink in the bar or having a cup of tea afterwards. So it's a great event to get to. It's shaping up to be a really exciting event, and I physically can't wait. I'm really, really excited to be there. Anything else that you want to jump in and sort of tell us about? Anything that we've missed? Anything that people need to sort of know?
I don't think so. Just to reiterate, I mean, it will be for those that have seen it before, and those that are coming for the first time online or in person. It will be everything that we've come to know and love about KSX Got Talent. There'll be some fantastic performances. There'll be the usual backstage chat from Mark and Adam, who are KSX Got Talent and answer to Ant and Dec backstage. There'll be comments from the judges. There'll be the backstories of the people that perform. You get to know them a bit better. And as I say, just that chance for us all to get together as a sector and have a day of celebration. It really will be fantastic.
And the number of entries that you've had this year, you said you've had quite a lot. How many have you actually added? Like, are we talking?
I think it was
most we've had. Are you?
Well, we've matched last year. Last year was the most we've ever had, and we've matched it. We were hoping.
Slightly, we had slightly more than last year.
Is it more? That's good. That's
yes,
good.
Slightly, yeah.
Excellent. So actually, I retract that statement. It is the most.
Yeah, it's nice that we had this year.
Yes,
absolutely. So it shows that there is talent out there, and there is a need for Care Sector's Got Talent, and it is just getting bigger and bigger every year. And what a way to celebrate 5 years!
Yeah, we're really looking forward. And Mike, can I take this opportunity as well to recognise yourself as a committee member, but also Napa and all of our fantastic sponsors and funding partners. But Napa in particular, we're really grateful to you because I know Tracy was at your conference and various other. You always allow us to communicate with your members and make sure that they're aware of KSX Got Talent, and we're really grateful to that. And we're hoping to see lots of your members, involved on the day, whether that's online or in person. But we, from the committee of KSX Got Talent and Champion in Social Care, we're so grateful to Napa for your support. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We really do appreciate it.
Tracy. I just want to finish up really with just saying Napa's Year of Musical Expression is a great way to get involved with Care Sector's Got Talent as well. We've got the pack that you can download, the toolkit that you can download with lots and lots and lots of ideas for different activities and stuff that you can do. And if you're Napa members, that you can go into our activity shed, and we've also got lots of ways in which you can theme your parties and theme your watches. So we've got Elvis resources, we've got 60s, 70s, 80s resources as well. So if you're having a theme party, you can download those toolkits as well, and they'll help you to sort of celebrate Care Sector's Got Talent in style. I think that's about it really. Thank you both for joining us. Head over to the Champion Social Care website to get your tickets for the final. If you can't get to the final, then download the pack and have a good party. Both of you, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.